What's up, everyone? Here today, we're back with another interview, but today we're going to be interviewing Young Amsterdam. This is someone who has a lot of experience in the music industry, in the cannabis field, and this is definitely someone who is going to be a very special guest. I'm very happy to have had this opportunity to speak with him, and I definitely look forward to doing a much longer one with him in the future so we can actually go more in depth on all of these topics. This is definitely one that I very much will say everyone's going to enjoy, so let's just get into it. The first question I had is, where does the name Young Amsterdam actually come from?
Basically, the name Young Amsterdam came from me being from New York City. New York City being New Amsterdam, which was Dutch settlers called it New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So in all actuality, my name is Young New York.
Oh, fair. Have you ever traveled to New Amsterdam or any of these places like Jamaica, anywhere?
I'm from the West Indies, so I've been to Jamaica, I've been
really?
to St. Vincent, and that's where the buck stopped. I have plans on going to other places in the Caribbean islands, but those are the two spots I've traveled to.
So you've experienced like the sun grown out there and everything?
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you say that there's a large amount of, would you say that there is some sun grown that is comparable to some indoor flower? Would you say it's definitely depending, would you say it's depending upon like the grower though?
I think it's just dependent on the terrain or the area the place is growing in. But definitely, how you doing? This right here? Yeah. Pain, right? Pain, right?
And then the weed was all balanced because it already had the weed ain't had the drought and stuff, but it's like I couldn't down, so it was like, because I was just like sipping throughout the day.
You didn't send me the music.
I gotta send you the music.
Yeah, because you would have been on the show this week.
Listen, I had a booking Thursday night. I'm not gonna lie, I be busy. I be like too busy. Like, and then I got a full-time job. I got two like I'm outside all the time. I know. I have to set a reminder. I'm about to put a reminder. That's why I'm gonna do it right now. I'm sitting at the same
See, I'm day in the life of Young Amsterdam, man, you know?
When it comes to the hip hop scene that you're seeing nowadays, what is the huge difference that you're seeing in today's time compared to when you first started seeing it in New York?
Well, everything evolves, and with people getting older, you know what I'm saying? Well, boom. When I was on the scene, I had a view of what it was from, experiencing it by watching video music box, by seeing dudes in the neighborhood, because my age and the way it was just about developing. I'm about, I ain't that old, but I'm around here. But we say hip hop is 50 years old now, right?
I mean, it's very subjective. I think it's definitely, it could be, it depends what you're like and trying to like use it for, I think. You know what I mean? Because I think there's some music that like, I think like the like Joel Santana, like that era where it was more like the Dipset era, it seemed like that was like more of a money making time. Like it seemed like they were talking about more just only getting money and like being fresh. And
I mean, yeah, but what I think is that as time evolved and as certain entities, which is the labels and certain things, they have certain agendas in order for them to make money, in order for them to keep on turning their wheels. So they have to push the music that is more inclined to ignorance than more inclined to knowledge. So, you understand what I'm saying? So when I was coming up, we had more music that was inclined to knowledge itself, teaching you how to build, teach you how to learn, teach you how to love yourself, teach you how to pass on the buck correctly. And this is what my age level did for the next level, but it just got out of hand, man.
It seems like it's very much pushing only towards the violence, and now when it seems to, it kind of blurs people from what like to be motivated for. You know what I mean? I think that it kind of like motivates people in the wrong way. Because no matter what anyone says, like music, if you're listening to it for a certain portion of the day, it's gonna like make you want to do a certain thing. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't think so.
Maybe certain people, I guess.
Yeah.
I think some people are going to be like very easily motivated by like certain things, like, and it also could be like I don't know. I think it's definitely certain people. I would say it's definitely not everyone. Definitely not everyone. But there's some people who are very much leaders. You know what I mean? But there is some people who kind of want to fit in. You know what I mean? I've came to notice that in life.
So the information that they're getting is giving them the misleading of saying that this is how you fit in.
Yeah.
Basically, you're right.
It also makes you kind of like if you want to be like the one that's like super respected, sometimes doing something that's a little bit out of the box, something that might put you in the box actually, you know what I mean, might be the thing that people might think is the route to be that guy, but it might put you in a position where you could never even actually fulfill that, you know what I mean, because you're stuck in a box now, you know what I mean? It's definitely tricky because it's like, as you said, the different people promoting the music, the people like buying like the big like the heads of the thing. They're kind of pushing towards a weird agenda, and I see that in the cannabis game in a way too. And I wonder, I'm like, what is the final outcome of that in the cannabis game? Because realistically, in the cannabis game, we came like New York came from sour and haze and all that like really cool stuff, and now it's kind of like in this candy era where it's like candy can be dope done right, but it's like, you know what I mean?
No, but all different strains and different types of weed sell. It's just about what's being commercialized and what's popular.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, sour's around. People still fucking with sour because there's people that just like sour.
It's small. I feel like it's a smaller profit. It's a smaller fan base for that.
It's not. It's not. It's
maybe.
not. It's just. It's look. Think about it. There's different circles.
Yeah.
So the circle that you're in is into the candy. So that's all they're actually talking about.
Yeah.
So it's a limited amount of time that you're gonna have airspace to hear somebody talking about sour.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
When's the first time you actually experienced sour or haze?
Shit, man. See, I'm from Brooklyn, so in my area, we originally were smoking Blackwood, chocolate tie.
Really?
You
Oh,
understand
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sour became something where it was like something that you mix on top of it. Because a gram of sour was fucking $40,
Yeah.
$20. So you would have a little ass bag like this, and the only thing you'd be able to do is mix that in with the chocolate tie, which we call beef and broccoli.
Fair. That makes sense.
You understand?
Do you remember there ever being like was it super consistent though? Was it always like super good, or was there ever times that the sour that was super expensive was kind of average? Really, it was just always.
No, never. That's what made sour such an impact.
Yeah.
That when you got it, you knew that was sour.
Hell yeah. I think that's like why people are chasing it so heavy right now. You know what I mean?
Bro, think about it. People are chasing it heavy because the only other high that they were getting before sour was rags.
Yeah.
Brickweed, Mexican brick. Then from there, Arizona came in, which was the Arizona poppy shit, which was
dry.
real fluffy. It was kind of dry. You'll catch some packs that was real fresh and kind of like soft and kind of something like the haze.
But there was some of them that were
Nothing
wet.
like
You know what I mean? There was some of them that were like you would get them like too early, some of them way too late. There was
Like sour?
the Arizona, like some of like those weird like there was like the Canadian packs and all those ones that like were coming for a while that people were making like a big amount of money on.
Sorry, I skipped. So it went from Arizona. No, matter of fact, even before that, we was smoking BC bud.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's always been an option, but it's like
It's always been options out there.
Yeah.
But honestly, to tell you the truth, it determined on what circles you were in. Like I was with the cool kids, you understand what I'm saying? So I had access to things that the kids who were at school didn't have access to.
some people also I feel like
And to tell you the truth, the time that I was coming up smoking weed, remember you were getting arrested for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So there was a small circle of people that were able to even be recognized for being a smoker. Everything else is pretty much like all right, cool. You never was able to get weed. You wasn't able to get that because you weren't. You would get arrested. You wouldn't taking that chance.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a small pocket of people that were taking those risks. You understand what I'm saying?
They had to like charge insane amounts too. You know what I mean? It was like at that point, it was like, do you think sour and haze did so well in the city because of what is like your reasoning behind why sour and haze did so well compared to all these other things?
Because the urban community was pushing heavy. The hip hop had it hold.
My like the thing I think is like I think it's like people had to be outside at that point, and like being outside in New York, you kind of have to like you can't be in a spot for too long. You kind of need like some sativa thing that's gonna like uplift your day and put you in like a like peaceful headspace. You know what I mean? So it's like it's the perfect thing. It's like the thing that matches so well with this city because it kind of takes you out of that like everyone kind of I feel like everyone's on edge some moment of the day in New York. You know what I mean? It's like it's a city that it's like it never sleeps, but it's like that means there's gonna be insane amounts of traffic, some like thing that's you know what I mean? So I feel like the sour and haze was like the perfect thing for that, and that's like why I kind of have like that's why I think like candy does so well out here right now.
Candy does well because it's candy, man.
Yeah,
Candy
it's
does
the
well
taste.
because, like I said, it was influenced by hip hop. It was influenced by Young LB, them coming with the run strain. Then you know, Big Bro Search. You know, we kept the movement going, and we now that's where we at right now. The Search Lounge. You know what I'm saying? I got my strain, the mango Search. You know, I got a cut right here for my joint, mango candy. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So, you know, it's there, man. It's around.
I do think that like it's interesting to see because there is like huge demand for the sours and everything coming back, and I would love to see if there is like a fair.
Tell you the truth, it never went nowhere.
Yeah.
It's just that, think about it, right? Even when the sour was out, there were many other strains that were available, but people didn't know or didn't trust it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I remember there was Mango Kush. There was so many different strains out there that was available while sour was going on, but nobody. It was banana sherbets. There was a lot of shit that's out there, but nobody trusted those strains because they didn't know about it. California been understood about that. So they were smoking those strains and recognizing those strains for decades. And to tell you the truth, well, we came from California.
100%, yeah.
So it's like they probably, and let me show you another thing, right? That somebody in California told me. They told me that sour was the cheapest growing strain in California.
Really?
But due to the fact that everybody from New York was going there asking sour, which sour is a headband cross. So, you understand what I'm saying?
I know which one is like the keeper cut one, like the one that people are actually chasing.
Yeah, it's the headband.
Because the thing, my opinion on it is like, there is like, everyone has like a different opinion of what sour is. At one point in time, there was like, so many people were just like seeing the value. If you called something sour, it's...
No, that's the point I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So it's not about, like, even with gumbo.
Yeah.
There's no actual gumbo strain.
Exactly. But there's so many people...
But there's so many people asking for gumbo that it became a household name. And now, guess what? They have to name a specific strain that people got used to considering gumbo, and now it literally is gumbo.
That's like it's interesting because there's like the AJ sour diesel. There's all these different cuts of sour diesel. There's almost like a sour diesel for every state. And like the same thing with haze. There's so many different versions of haze. So it's like
But there's only one real haze.
Yeah, there's one, the piff. There's the one that people are actually chasing. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Shice Bub, shout out to Uptown, man. Shout out to everybody up there, man, who introduced us to that, man, for real.
Did you ever get to try the real piff?
Yeah.
That's I would. Yeah, I would love to.
Yo, listen, I used to go check Shice for the piff, man.
What up, man?
I used to check Shice for the piff. Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, I've seen the interviews with him. I've definitely I would love to speak with him. I think that he's a very interesting guy to speak with.
Definitely. I'll get you connected to him.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I think that like the whole like I don't know, the whole thing with piff and like the whole thing with like sour right now is like I think like one big thing is like how people are growing too. Like when I asked you about like sun grown, like I wonder if there was ever certain sun grown packs that people were just like so impressed with because of the effects, like the
Listen, man, good weed is good weed.
yes.
If it's grow it indoor, outdoor, hydroponically, whatever it is. If it's a good strain and the trichomes and all of the terpenes get it correctly and they do the right thing with the growing, I don't think there'll be ever an issue with anybody complaining. The only complaints come in when something is not grown correctly.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now think about it. The new strains that are being introduced, nobody knows them.
When it comes to like the whole sprayed weed, do you think that that's gonna ever like disappear from the market, or do you think it's here to stay?
I mean, everything has its time.
Yeah.
Everything has its time.
Fair.
I can't be the person to say, well, it's gonna happen this day or that day. I mean, because think about it, sprinkles is going crazy. It dominated for a while, and it was, like I said, it's about influence.
Yeah.
It's not even, it honestly wasn't, as we know, it's a spray. But you realize it's real terpenes put on it. So terpenes is an enhancer. So you're getting hot air, actually.
Yeah.
But the real thing is about flavor. A lot of people, the reason why a lot of people got caught up onto the candy is because of the taste.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from?
100%. I think that
And marijuana and smoking has a lot to do with your taste buds.
Yeah.
So sometimes people get the terpenes helps flavor on your palate.
Yeah. I can't imagine it like necessarily ever being gone, but I do, as you said, like I do think there's gonna be a day where it's gonna be a lot less common that you see it like in.
Now it's a lot less common, but it's still common because there's still people that like it.
Yeah.
Remember, marijuana is all about preference.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this plant such a beautiful plant. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's so many different functions in one plant.
Yeah.
So this is a super plant.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
You can use it for so many different things.
It's so many different uses for it. It's so many different moods it creates. But the only one that it doesn't create is anger. And that's a Jew. I never ever seen anybody angry on me.
Yeah. You like a weed festival or something. You never see any fights. You know what I mean? Never. It's like that's like the thing. It's like the interesting like way like alcohol has been like so legal for so long when people all they do is fight when they're on.
Well, I think the reason why it was outlawed because there's no real way to keep a hold of it. It's a plant.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
It is. It's like there's so many uses for it, and like that in the bigger picture, like they supposedly like made it illegal because it was like very like profitable. It was like something that people are able to grow. It's like something you're able to keep growing it so much of, and like
they made it illegal because it was too
profitable.
Yep.
It's they want a piece of the pie. You know what I mean?
But everybody can have a piece of the pie.
They
but
could.
It's not. And as you see, everybody actually has a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Doing something, but that's to show you that it actually has nothing to do with anything but greed.
Yeah. It's tricky because it's like you see it so much in like a lot of markets nowadays, and it's like really blinding people from what is actually going to help us. You know what I mean? And like there is like that you don't really see the medical scene like really getting the credit it deserves nowadays, which I wish it would, but.
But to tell you the truth, that's to show you once again that it's not about the healing factor of it. It's not about the social factor that it creates. It's not about the social factor that it creates. It's not about just the community thing that it creates, because originally the reason why marijuana even became such a crazy thing, aside from it being a crazy healing and super plant, is that you were able to socialize with anybody, any age, any color, any tribe, any nationality, any religion. You know what I'm saying? And just build and have discussion.
That's interesting, actually. It takes you away from like the leader in a way. And it is like that is interesting, like how it kind of like they want you to kind of be trapped in a way. You know what I mean?
Listen, greed is a disease.
It is. Yeah.
Just like any other disease. And when you have logic and sense, you realize things. But there's people that realize things but don't want to take it for what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the people that agree with the people that are being greedy. You understand where I'm coming from?
I do. I think that it's like very common nowadays though, because it's the easiest route to take in a way. It's sort of like thinking for yourself is very it puts you out of the box. It kind of like, you know what I mean?
Thinking for yourself creates good vibration.
I mean, it definitely does, but it's like it's unfortunate how uncommon it can be seen sometimes. Like I hate to be the person who like is only focusing on the bad, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I know the bad is always going to be there, so I never focus on the bad. Honestly, I just focus on the solution.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? Because the solutions is what's going to keep you healing.
Yeah.
When you think about the bad and worry about the bad, you're always going to be in a mind state of despair. You understand where I'm coming from?
100%.
And at the end of the day, we're not here to live in despair. We're here to live, to create. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And without us being able to create, there is no world there anyway. That's why this AI shit and all this shit is going on. You get where I'm coming from?
I do. I think that it's you kind of have to like stay focused on what's actually going to benefit you in a way. You know what I mean?
I mean, the only thing that's going to benefit you is peace.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. You have to like find your way into that in a way. You kind of have to figure out what is going to be like the situation for you in a way that's going to distract you from the noise in a way.
But guess what? With all the distractions and stuff that's going on, see, look, my era is a certain eras, right? So I will consider my era the last era of free thinking.
Yeah.
When I say free thinkers, meaning that we don't really care about what anybody's saying. You understand what I'm saying? Because we were in the street. We actually seen it in real time.
Do you think that social media has kind of made people box themselves into like a certain group?
Of course it has, because it makes people not take real-time advice. You get it? Real-time advice means somebody who went through a trial and error. You get where I'm coming from? So when it's easy for you to go online and get an answer for something that is put there, yeah, you might get the answer, but you don't feel the experience.
Yes.
Some people don't want to feel the experience because they don't want to live.
Yeah,
Get it?
I do 100%. It's like
The only way you can live is by feeling the experience.
Yes.
Going through a trial and error.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
100%. It is very important too because you have to lose to learn sometimes. And like
The only way to win and to learn is to lose.
yes, and you have to look at those
You
losses.
lose more in your life than you win.
What is the best loss you've ever had in your life?
The best loss I've had in my life,
Like the best loss that became the best lesson, or the worst loss that became the best lesson, I should say.
well, I can't say the best because I lose all the time. That's why I'm always winning.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So with that being said, every loss is a win for me because I learned.
What do you think's been like the best like pivotal like thing that's like shown you like what to be super grateful for?
Every life lesson.
Everything.
Every day, bro.
I agree. I think
I never stop learning. I never, every day, man.
it's probably very hard to think of one. You know what I mean? I definitely think that is like well, I've asked that question to a few different people now, and I feel like everyone's like it definitely makes people think a little bit. You know what I mean? I think it's definitely one of those ones that it's like no one has like the answer right off the top of their head, but it's definitely I think it's important to sort of think about that in the bigger picture. It's like sort of like one of those things you have to keep in the back of your brain to be like, it could happen again. That could be a reality again. And it's like, I don't want that to be, so I have to stay on this track. You know what I mean?
That's what makes me strong.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it, man. I don't regret nothing, man. I love life. I thank the Creator every day for the opportunity to keep on striving. Because look, if I don't thank the Creator for everything He blessed me with, I wouldn't be here sitting down being able to give you this interview.
Yeah, 100%.
You understand what I'm saying? But this is a blessing to me that I'm even being recognized in a light that somebody would like to interview.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely. I think that like moments like this are very important in life. It's very important to appreciate just every situation you're granted. You know what I mean? I think that like that's one thing when it comes to like the cannabis game. It's opened so many different doors for me, and like I can imagine that it's going to continue to do that if I stay on the right track. You know what I mean with it. But I think like when it comes to the when it comes to like the music scene, like who did you see early on actually making a come up that you thought like who was someone that you could see it in before they were actually able to blow up?
What you mean?
Like yeah, like were you able to see it in anyone's work ethic? Like were you able to see like anyone shining in a way that like other people sort of kind of
Yeah, all right. Look,
overlooked?
I put out a weekly radio show, right?
Yeah.
And I put artists music out that vibrate in my essence, right? So, yo, I put artists music out that people send to me, and I also put artists music out that I have a personal relationship with, and those are the artists that I have observed for many years, and I've seen their work ethics. Sometimes you know somebody can be somewhere, but they need a little push. So I do a lot of nudging and pushing sometimes, not shoving, but I do a lot of nudging and pushing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? To people that I know that have very that I consider very talented. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that can be out there with work ethics if they have that platform. So what I do is create platforms, and when I meet people, I always speak to them, and I always try to create some type of connection so I can further my independent platform pushing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, you know?
You seen French Montana and like a few other people like early on before they blew up though, right?
Yeah, definitely. I've been around French Montana, definitely.
When it comes to someone like French Montana, like what was the thing that like kind of stood out to compared to other people?
See, like in life, like I said, there's circles, and there's circles of people that are working, and there's circles of people that are just observing. I was a part of the circle of people that was working, and at the same time observing in a working standpoint. So I met French Montana 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? We built, you know, it wasn't nothing crazy. We furthered the French convene, other things. At the same time, he was doing Cocaine City. I was putting out mixtapes. Movement, the bakery movement, shout out to DJ Wise. So it's cool that everybody else part of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and we were traveling and creating a platform for people within our circle to be able to be heard and for us to be recognized to show the talent that we had to be able to platform people. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I met Stack Bundles, rest in peace. I met Chinks Scrubs, rest in peace. I met Bino, you know what I'm saying? That's 3 members of the Ride Squad. I've spoken to Fortune G's, but I don't have a relation with him. I have more relation with the other guys. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Chinks and Stack. Stack came to ATL before.
3 hours of shake every time we do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So,
what actually inspired you to start doing the mixtapes?
Man, I was a DJ Cool fan. I was K Slade fan, rest in peace. DJ Doo Wop, you know, I grew up in the hip hop scene. You know, I am hip hop, so when I pretty much had opportunity to get myself in order and be able to platform and get the artists out there, I just started doing it. I linked up with my man DJ Watts, and it was a wrap, you know.
When it comes to like the mixtapes and everything, like do you think that is like something that should be more done nowadays? Do you think people should do that to kind of like help people find the new artists, or do you think that it's kind of like something that's dying off?
I mean, I don't think it would ever die, but yeah, I encourage people to definitely keep on, you know, pushing the drums and you know, the elements of hip hop, you know. And yeah, hell yeah, just keep on pushing, man. I don't think, man. Like I said, as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna keep on teaching and trying to pass the torch. So, you know, respectfully, you know, it's gonna keep on being out there, man. You know.
When it comes to like mixtapes and stuff, like has it what doors has it opened for you? Have you actually been able to do any like concerts ever?
What do you mean do concerts?
Like, you know, maybe I should say DJ. Like, do you ever try to do a DJing or something?
I'm not actually like an actual DJ.
Yeah, you more kind of like just put the things that you're passionate about, like things you actually like.
I can DJ, but I'm not a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can put shit. I'm a DJ. Fuck it. I put music together. I'm a DJ. Right?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
So, but me going out and rocking a party as yet, nah.
Yeah.
That's something I'm going to do.
Yeah, that is.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think it would be cool, especially with the cannabis scene now. You know what I mean? It's like a perfect lane. There's like so many opportunities with that, and it's like I don't know, with like cannabis and music, it's basically the same thing at this point. You know what I mean? Like everyone.
There's no music without cannabis.
Yes.
No cannabis without music. Period.
Exactly.
From jazz, from regular days, rock and roll. It's shit before that. You understand what I'm saying? Marijuana been out, cannabis been around for centuries. You get me? So, and it will be here before when we're born, and access to it. You know? So it's not going nowhere, man. Nothing is going anywhere. It's just gonna evolve. It's gonna evolve into other things, and it's gonna be recognized. That's the sentence, you know.
Yeah. Now that we're towards the end of the video, I wanted to give a quick announcement of the giveaway that is very easy to access. All you have to do is send me proof that you are subscribed to Clearly Reviews and also High Minds Entertainment, and you will be entered into this wheel, and the wheel will be spun. Once it's spun, the winner will be getting these prizes right here. Very easy access. As I just mentioned, all you have to do is send me proof of you being subscribed to both of these accounts, and you will be entered. Of course, you do have to be of age, so make sure of that. On top of that, make sure that you send this proof to my email account. My email account is weeddocumentaries420@gmail.com. If you can't send it to the email, send it to the Instagram account right here. So when it comes to the Zertz Lounge, what do you think that this does for the community?
Well, the Zertz Lounge is a staple in the cannabis community. Point blank, period. It's a lounge. It's the only lounge that matters. It's creating social. It's keeping the roots of what cannabis culture is about, man. Socializing, hip hop, visuals, laughter, cries, you know, ups and downs. It's a journey, it's a story in itself, you know? And, you know, I'm here, I'm happy to take y'all on this journey. I'm just one piece of the big puzzle, you know? Shout out to Big Zertz, you know what I'm saying? Without him, you know, establishing a situation for us, if you can sit down in here, I wouldn't be able to sit down and talk to you here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we here, man, and it's something that's gonna be talked about for decades on, you know?
It's legendary at this point, you know what I mean?
It's legendary, man. My kids gonna be talking about this.
Hell yeah. I mean, even further on than that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, even further on than that.
I think that this is like right now, this is the time that needs to be documented, you know what I mean? Like, this is the era that needs to be documented, like, because it's now you can document it, you know what I mean? It's like now, you know what I mean? With that said, what is your expectation for the NYC market?
Well, the NYC market is still in its infant stage, man. Very infant. We're still wearing Pampers, man. You know what I'm saying? But recognize this. New York City ain't nothing to play with, man. West Coast knows, everywhere knows, man. We've been influencing, we've been setting trends, we've been doing our thing. You know, in any strong situation, you're gonna take hits, you're gonna take falls, you know? We went through our falls, we went through our hits, but you know, New York City, we always stand firm, we always stand on our business, and we always create and innovate. So don't ever sleep on us, man. We're learning, we're getting a hold on this shit, and get best to believe. We ain't gonna let go. We got a firm grip on this motherfucker. Best to believe that.
Oh, yeah. Is there any final message that you would want to?
Yo, final message I want to get out there to y'all, man. Let y'all know that, yo, listen, man, this is young Amsterdam. You feel me? 2 decades in the game. You know what I'm saying? 1 pound, 2 pound, I've been in the game. From the stoop to the corner, I've been in my lane.
I'd love to do a longer one in the future and actually go like more in depth and everything.